Hello.
Hello, everyone.
All right. We are back with another episode of LD ADHD.
Yep.
How's your week been, James?
My week's been really busy, actually. I've been very busy making sure that everyone's home has a referendum pamphlet.
Oh, Lordy.
That's part of Australia Post. It's part of what we do. So that's been a chore. You know, I'm impartial, so don't ask me about it.
Don't mention the referendum.
Don't mention the referee, because I'm just the messenger.
Yep.
So yeah, that's been my week. Really busy. Lots of parcels. Getting ready for a long weekend.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. How about you, Jules?
Oh, thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
What have we done? I've just crammed 5 days of work into 4, really, so that we can go to Melbourne on the Friday, and I've got a speaking gig on Saturday talking about ADHD to naturopaths and nutritionists. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Fantastic.
And
I hope
also
you made yourself some cue cards or show notes, because I'd forget everything I was going to say. But anyway.
I've got big ass PowerPoint presentations with
Oh,
lots of
PowerPoint.
notes. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
Don't you
PowerPoint.
worry. It's
Okay,
it's all good. It's
Great.
all gooder. All right, what are we talking about today, James?
Today we're talking about ADHD moments. We all have them. And we want to know, we asked our listeners and Instagram and social media people, what is your biggest ADHD moment lately? They
Yeah.
happen.
In our house, we often call them 80 moments, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
And I think because we just shortened them to make them sound kind of cuter. But
Or
also,
something.
the AD part is the bit that stands for attention deficit. So it kind of makes sense that you call them 80 moments, because most of our ADHD moments are not really hyperactive, are they? They're just a lapse of attention.
Yeah, so do we want me to start?
Of course.
All right. So we have a long driveway, and when I put the bins out,
It's a long, steep driveway.
Long, steep
as well.
driveway,
Like it's
so-
cardio if you do it.
Sometimes I drag them behind the mower. Sometimes this occasion I was coming home from work and I put the empty bin into my work van.
Oh,
Sorry, Jeremy.
Sorry, boss. If you are James's boss listening to this, and I know you do listen to this. Hi,
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy.
Yeah.
It was just
Sozzy.
down the driveway with the bin. Anyway,
You're fired.
I brought the bin back to the house, and I was so excited to see the dogs and everything that I forgot to get it out of the back of the
I
van.
thought you were excited to see your wife.
And my wife.
Thank you.
And so the next day, I jumped in the van and off I went to work, and the bins had a little day out. I heard rattling in the back of the van, but it's got one of those partitions here, so you can't get into the back of the van. And I kind of heard rattling, and I just thought, oh, it's my jacket in there hanging on a metal hook. No, it was the bin.
And was it one bin or both bins?
No, just one. It was just one bin, and I took the bin to work, and it got to travel around with me all day with the parcels in the back. So thankfully, it wasn't a big day.
Thankfully, your bin's not too stinky either.
No,
it's
it's
pretty
not.
clean.
It's a nice bin.
Yeah.
But so I took the bin to work, and it had a good time.
Did it?
Yeah, it had a great time
Saw
getting
some
to know
things,
some
yeah.
of the people on my run.
Maybe you
And
got to say hi to some other people's bins in their driveways.
yeah, got to chase some dogs and have some fun. So yeah, that was my moment, and I felt pretty silly. But they happen, and it was just the ADHD part of it was just forgetting to get the bin out of the van in the first place. I got distracted by the dogs or whatever, and I just forget, and I forget everything, and it happens.
Yeah.
So that's me.
I like it. That was a good one. I had a really good 80 moment lined up to talk about today, and then I didn't write it down, and then I forgot what I was going to talk about today. So actually my 80 moment is that I forgot my actual amazing 80 moment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn it, I have to sit here until I remember it. And James is like, no, that's actually your 80 moment.
Yeah, I guess there's a tip there, isn't there? It's something I've learned. If you have a thought and it's important,
Write it down.
Just write it down.
In the notes on your phone.
Yeah, not for me. But on the whiteboard, on a piece of paper, old school,
I like
whatever.
a bit of post-it note action.
Just, if you have a thought or if it's important, write it down
Straight
immediately.
away.
Don't say, I'm going to do it later, because later never happens. So there you go. There's a tip.
I get some of my best thoughts like in the shower though, or in the bath. Like it's very inconvenient.
Well,
yeah, I know.
there you go. I can't.
I need like a little waterproof Etch-a-Sketch or something. Yeah. Cool. I did actually have another 80 moment, but yeah, I was lining up a podcast interview with a lady called Faye, who is going to be on our podcast soon. And
Hi, Faye.
Hi, Faye. And I kept fucking the times up. So I told her one time, and then I realised a few days later that I double booked that with something else, because I sometimes actually, my diaries don't sync properly, because I've got like a clinic work diary and a Gmail diary, and they're not syncing properly at the moment. And
there's the problem, right?
Yeah, there's the problem, right? I've got someone trying to figure it out for me, but I double booked our interview with something else that I couldn't budge. So then I got Faye to move her time to a different time, and she agreed to the new time, and then I sent her through the invite to the new time, except I sent her the wrong time, and then she had to email me back going, well, didn't you mean 4:30, but you've sent me 4 o'clock or 4:15? I was like, oh, and so then I had to email her back, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, ADHD moment. And then she was like so lovely about it, because she is our people and she understood. And so it was, if you know you're amongst your people when these things happen, it's nice to have a little bit of a laugh, because we all do it.
Yeah, it can be frustrating, especially for us unmedicated folk. It can be pretty annoying, but yeah, you got to have a laugh sometimes, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why when it comes to, I mean, that was okay, because that was like for podcasting and she was very understanding. But I mean, when it's my business, that's why like so much of my business calendar is automated. Like when people book in with me, they actually book in online. It like they can put themselves into my calendar, they pay online, like everything's done, and then it just pops itself into my diary, because that way I don't have to be responsible for booking my clients in, because clearly it's better if the robots do it for me. So yeah, sometimes when you've got a business or you're trying to run your life, like it's good to automate things and use apps and do it that way, because honestly, like I think it's the only way that my clinic can function.
Yeah, I see people looking for apps, tried and tested apps all the time on forums and things, and I guess it comes down to personal preference.
Yeah,
what works for you? Maybe try some out. It's shit when you have to pay for them and then you find out it's no good.
Yeah.
So try some free ones or some free trials, but just be wary that free trials sometimes have a pay option at the end and you don't even know you're getting billed for it. So
that's it.
Just be careful with that. So we put this question out to our readership on socials, and
thank
got
you
some
to
replies.
everyone who replied. One of our replies says, I realised I forgot my shoes and then I still had to go grocery shopping. So
who was that?
That was nest.nc.
Thanks, nest.nc.
On Instagram.
Yeah, shoes in the supermarket. Ew, no shoes in the grocery, in the vegetable section. Oof.
Oh, no good. But if you're in Byron Bay, that would probably be considered normal.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
Yeah.
And I guess we've got Valley Views Farm flooding the laundry.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Sometimes
we've all done it.
You know, I don't know what happened. We don't have many details, but wow, that's a doozy.
We feel for you, mate. We really do.
That's a doozy.
Low Tox Life, the wonderful Alex, she's been on our show. She said, this morning, I, an ADHDer, had an appointment at school to review the learning for my son, an ADHDer, and I missed the bus and had to catch a taxi. Oh, the irony. Yep.
Taxi. Oh.
Yep. And given that Alex lives in Sydney, that would not have been a cheap mistake. So that comes under ADHD tax, doesn't it?
Yeah, put that in the ADHD tax as well. you know, those extras that we pay because we forget things and
Yeah.
nightmare.
Nice one, Alex. We love it. Thank you.
Yeah, so Simply Happy Circle. I bought shampoo instead of conditioner for my daughter and the wrong number hair dye for myself. Had to return both today to the hair product shop. Yeah, again, you know, tax. It's the ADHD tax again. You've got to do 2 trips because you got the wrong thing.
At least she realised it was the wrong hair dye before she put it on her hair.
Oh yeah, that could have been a good one.
It could have been horrific. That could have gone very badly. I'd love to know which colour you
or
had.
Or it could have
bought.
been an adventure. It could have been an adventure into a new look.
No, not without that mental preparation that a woman needs when she's changing her hair colour, James.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's weeks of mental preparation that goes into that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. This PNG Life says, and this is a really interesting point as well, not all ADHD moments need to have an upside. Some are just shit / expensive / hard. And that's okay. And that's a really good point. Like, I know we're having a bit of a giggle about them today, but sometimes when these ADHD moments happen, they're not very funny.
Yeah. I mean, look, quite often they're not funny. And we don't mean to make light of them, but I just think sometimes we have to just to get by because there's so many. If you're down on yourself for all of them, it's a pretty steep slope down to depression and other things. It's just not great. So but yeah, I
that's our coping mechanism.
Yeah, I completely understand that. This PNG Life, I completely feel you there. They are shit and they're expensive.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And if you have a few 80 moments in quick succession, sometimes you're just like, I'm done. I'm so done right now. Yeah. Why do I keep doing this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Do you want to do the last one?
Yeah, sure. So love _ Lily _ and _ Mia.
Well done, babe.
Thanks. Handed in to first assessment for a TAFE course I'm doing and got a return email that I'd attached a totally blank file.
No.
Then I couldn't find the original assessment to attach to resend. Oh, nightmare.
Oh, I would panic.
Thankfully, beautiful, also ADHD husband is a computer programmer and rescued me from my chaos.
Oh.
Well done, husband.
Husband of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lordy, that could have gone so badly. And my guessing, and, you know, not judging anyone, but if that was me handing in an assessment, I would probably have been handing it in at the last moment as well. So I'm imagining there may not have been a lot of wiggle room if you had lost the file permanently to get it done again.
Yeah, that was, you know, I've explained myself many times, and that was me, last minute. Yeah. You know, you think, ripper, off it goes into the internet, and I've done it.
Oh, God.
No, not done.
Not
done. You've sent nothing.
No. So, yes.
So, well done.
Husband of the Year award goes to that household.
Well done, love, Lily and Mia. I hope you got a good
did you get a good mark?
What's the assessment?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it was worth it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's everything.
That's about everything. So, we are about to get on the plane.
Yeah, Jules. So this is a short and sweet episode this week because we're heading off for it's kind of a long weekend. You're going to have more fun than I am.
It's a long weekend, and then next week I'm probably going to have more work to do. So, hooray. So we're off to Melbourne, the old hometown, the old stomping ground. Drink some good coffee, have some good wine. Yep.
Knock out a speaking gig.
Yeah, you are. I'm not. Hang out with some good mates and, I don't know. Come back with a tattoo or something. I don't know. Maybe.
That could actually happen.
It could happen.
All right.
So, thanks everyone for listening. Have a fantastic weekend. If you want to contact us, Jules, you can get us at...
Oh, Lordy. I'd like how you said, have a fantastic weekend. You know this comes out on a Wednesday, right?
I know.
This comes out next Wednesday. I know we're recording this on Friday.
I know.
I love you. You're cute.
Whatever. It's a time machine. YouTube's is a time machine.
Well, we'll put it up on the YouTubes on like Monday or Tuesday.
Whenever.
All right. Let me pull my head together. So we are at latediagnosis.adhd.com.
Yeah.
What about socials, James?
Yeah. Just search LD ADHD and you'll find us.
We are on Instagram at LD_ADHD, and we're on Facebook at Late Diagnosis ADHD, and we're on the YouTubes.
Yeah, somewhere.
I think it's youtube.com/@LDADHD. There you go. I remembered a thing.
Well done, Jules.
Woo!
Well done, because I can't remember it.
All right.
And that's probably getting really boring as a joke. It's not a joke.
Sorry, it's not a joke.
It's not a joke. I'm really shit at remembering. So
we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
All right.
Thanks, everyone. Have a lovely weekend.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.